Hello viewers and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jane. My hashtag Transformational-JM. At this channel we are focusing on assisting people to restore back the power that they have lost due to problems here and there. We all know currently people have been going through these issues of COVID, the effect. Some people were directly affected, others were uh, indirectly affected by losing their close relatives or things like those. And as a result, we have lost hope. People have lost hope. For that reason, we at this channel would like to assist by way of restoring back that hidden treasure, the potential that God has put in us, because we are told this power remains there. There is no pause button that shows that during Corona, the power of God will stop. So this is what we want to address, that people might know. Viewers, we have to know that God does not go on a vacation or does not involve himself on a vaccine research. So in the meantime, we have to wait for him to come back. No, God is with us 24/7. And that is the hidden treasure that I'm talking about, I'm addressing here. And we address it with the word of God, because the encouraging verses from the Bible, because this is where at least we can anchor our views, our ways, or our inspiration or motivation. Today's verse is taken from Psalms 23. Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil, because you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in front of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Once upon a time, there lived a rich man in a certain town, and this rich man was a father to one beautiful girl who was a dream wife to all the men around that town. The father, having gotten to know this, he decided to organize a banquet in which he welcomed all the eligible bachelors within the area. Now, as a hobby, the rich man reared crocodiles in his swimming pool. So, as he invited his guests and they arrived, they stood around the swimming pool, and he explained to them the conditions under which the would-be son-in-law is supposed to do. So I explained the man who was going to marry his daughter will have to swim across that crocodiles infested pool and come out alive. So the guy will marry the daughter, or can be given $2 million in case he is not interested in the daughter. As he continued interacting with his guest, there was already a splash in the swimming pool. A young man is struggling with the crocodiles, swimming, swerving, going under, up, splashing water, and voila, he was out on the other side of the swimming pool with only scratches. Yeah, the rich man rushed to the young man. Wow, and again, this young man was crippled. Yeah, was a physically challenged guy. The rich man rushed to the young man. Oh, young man, astonished. Of course, he was mesmerized, astonished. The young man, I didn't expect anybody to take this challenge. What can I do for you? The young man, of course, still breathing hard and gasping for air from the ordeal that had just happened. And only two issues. One, give me my $2 million. Number two, I would like to know the person who pushed me into the water. Viewers, we already know from now that the guy had no plan into plunging into that water, just as the rich man had thought. Now the rest is history. Now the moral of this story is that we are more capable than we can begin to imagine. And at the same time, the impossible is nothing. All things are possible to them who believe. When this young man found himself under the water, where the stamina, strength, the energy came from, that helped him to outswim the crocodiles, he had no idea. But when push came to shove, he rose, the potential within himself rose to the occasion, and voila, he was able to outswim crocodiles. Not just crocodile, crocodiles. So viewers, what we are seeing here is that the limitations that we have about what we can do and what we can't do are simply in our minds. We are more than capable. We have the ability and capability to outswim the crocodiles of our life, the elephants of our life. We can do that. Why? Because we have that potential, the hidden treasure within our belly that if tapped, if ignited appropriately, can take us beyond our imagination, just like this young man did. So you will find that we are living in a world of all possibilities. All possibilities. We can attempt to do the unthinkable and it will happen. This person getting into that water and coming out alive is what we call unthinkable. Nobody could have even thought of it. Like we already know that he never planned to plunge himself into that water, because how was he going to come out alive? But he did and came out alive. And what happened? He became a millionaire, right? Yes, this man, we are told he is physically challenged. So the power within you is not a respecter of your mental, of your physical, of your emotional status. This power within ourselves, the hidden treasure that we have, only waits for you to grab a hold of it. It only waits for you to ignite it, and it will come out for you in a way that you wouldn't even imagine, just like what we have seen. That is the power within us. That this power, if you ignite it appropriately, it can take you to places that you never imagined, that you can attempt to do the unthinkable and succeed, that you can go beyond the limitations that we have been filled with in our heads by the society, by ourselves, by whoever is around us, that you will go ahead and do just about what you want to do. That is what this story, the moral of this story, is all about. This man came here just like an onlooker, like anybody else. Somebody from behind pushed him into the water, because that is the society we are living in. Somebody perhaps who felt that this guy being physically challenged, even if it's eaten by the crocodile, it's no big loss. Yeah, that is our society. They feel that there's those who deserve to be here and those who don't deserve. But look at what God did to this person. This person now is a millionaire, right? And how does it relate to the Psalms 23? You see the verse 4, that even though I pass through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. This guy was struggling with crocodiles under the water there. Yes, and who was there with him? Who helped him get out of there? That is what we are talking about. Again, we are reminded in verse 5 that he prepares a table in front of me before my enemies. Look, the guy who pushed him into the water in order to die now will suffer, because this guy is a millionaire. There is a big chunk of whatever is laid on the table. Wow, with $2 million, well, God forbid. Yes, that is what God did for this guy, and this is what God can do for us. So viewers, we want to say that all things are possible to them who believe, who trust in themselves, believe in yourself, have confidence, have self-esteem, because you're not alone. You have the power within yourself. Utilize it appropriately, and you will see how it will take you to the areas that nobody else would ever believe that would happen, because it is all possible. This person came here, perhaps just a middle person or middle income person, or maybe a poor person, who knows. But he came out a millionaire in less than 5 minutes. Yes, that is possible with the hidden treasure that we're talking about, the power that is within us, the God potential that is put in us, that is in us, is retained in us, that if we catapult, if we ignite properly, if we tap into it, will take us to places that we would not even dream of. This power is able to give us our dream of our lives, that we can live the life that we all want to live. Viewers, I finish by saying, or my take on this point is that with nothing, out of nothing, one can get that which he wants. It is possible. Remember to subscribe and let us share our views on this topic. Let's share, let's dialogue, and let's continue learning more from each other. Thank you.